Another city to my left. We're settling them out. It's all looking good. Alright, voting is going to be difficult here. However, sovereignty and world religion have both come up before. Option A on religious went through last time, so we're going to try and go through that again. And we're going to go option A for Buddhism. Both of those were picked last time. This is when I wasn't in the game and I was just waiting for stuff to happen. So I put 3 votes in on both. Chances of us winning both of those is very, very slim. But you know what? We might have just scraped this. Oh, yes. The consistency of the AI is nothing if not predictable. And luckily, nobody put any votes in apart from me there. Now, it does mean that everyone retains all their Diplo favor, which means I have basically nothing. But hey, that is 2 solid, tangible victory points. We are now up to 4 out of 20. Huzzah! Ooh, that is a significant blizzard, and it seems to be heading my way to the... Oh no, it's going to the west. We don't ask these questions. We just move on. One more city to the north, and this time I have myself some niter. Yeah, I do. Where's it going? Where is the storm going? Is it just going to hover around menacingly, destroying my cattle? Of course it is. All right, 1 tile damaged, no facility given. It's okay. We won't judge it, but I'm not happy. By the way, my super monument, I believe, is now gone. So I'm no longer getting a loyalty bonus. I am no longer getting a district production bonus. All of that, alas, is gone. Worth it though. I'm slowly getting this settler through Babylon's lands. I've got another one following up shortly after. I just want to go and settle this sort of Canadian region around here. Oh, Japan's got to this bit before me, but I might get to Iceland. I mean, look at some of these tiles. Very much worth it if we can get hold of those. Oh, so we've industrialized. We got from 0 techs to industrialization in the space of about 50 turns, which I'm pretty impressed with. Alas, we're only in second last on tech, but we're starting to catch up now with the first of the European nations. About 5 techs behind, we continue to push as best we can. I think steam power, you know, that's going to be really handy for getting my settlers out and about, so we're going to do that 100%. Mexico City bows to me. Well, that's good timing, isn't it? Regional effects from industrial zone go up by 3 tiles. Let me show you how useful that is. If I show you the radius on my industrial zone, that's what it was spread to. 3 cities, and now it goes to this. All of my cities. Not bad, not bad. I just dumped a couple of envoys in there, and Amani, your tour continues. She's got me probably about 15, 16 era score now. I mean, I don't think she can get 15, but you know what I mean. It's all even numbers. Look, it is what it is. It's fine. The first factory of my empire goes down. I definitely didn't steal these blueprints from Babylon. No siree. These were all Cree. The modern era. Okie dokie. Let's see what we can do with this. First of all, the most important question. Did Babylon go golden? It went normal. Oh, that's the closest thing to an opportunity we found in some time. Okay, that's fine. This time, I'm going to go Hic Sunc Dracones, because as I settle into Iceland and I get my settlers out onto the water, I should be able to move them much, much quicker. Oh, Babylon know exactly what they're doing. They keep moving all these builders around, so I can't move my settler through. They know exactly what they're doing. They really do. If I got any did I get any coal? I mean, I'm smudged into the top of the map, so I'm guessing I really haven't. 27 results on the map. Okay, so it exists. I just don't have any of it. Fine. There's a little bit up to the north there, out of the range of the cities I was going to make, but it's fine. We'll go find it. We'll go find it and work it. Oh, need request. These I need to join in on. I really need to join on those, because those 2 points are going to be super important. However, one big issue I do have at the moment. Oh yeah, there's a lot of aid going through. One big problem I've got is that I have 26 population. Babylon, for instance, has 121, 61, 65, 72, 21, 77. So in terms of raw production to win that contest, very unlikely. So we're just going to have to fire a couple of aid projects and hope that we go through, but it's going to be unlucky. Unlucky? Unlikely. It's going to be unlikely. There's a market, by the way. Steam power. We can now embark much, much quicker. Okay, I've been avoiding some of the text at the bottom of the tree because I want my trade routes to stay as powerful as possible, but at some point we're going to have to do that. Could go computers. What's the best play here? I mean, I could try and go advanced flight, crazily. Ignore the entire bottom of the tree, but I think I'm going to go siege tactics briefly to unlock Renaissance walls. Oh, no, that's a Babylonian settler. Don't like the look of that. You gotta just let me have this, okay? Shall I go and settle Iceland first, when I get 4 population in that city? I think I might go and do that. Has Babylon settled this little island? Okay. there's no housing here. Oh my god, the AI sometimes, it's just like, I don't even need housing. I'm just going to settle it randomly right in the middle there, and you're going to have to deal with that. And I'm just looking at it going, please no. I'm going to get rid of this settlers card now. Not entirely interesting or relevant to us. Trade Confederation, bit more science, bit more culture from our trade routes. Well, could be good, but I think invention sounds like a crazy idea. But there is an engineer on the way that would be really handy for trying to nab Statue of Liberty, maybe, if it remains available. At the moment, it is remaining available. I don't know if it'll stick like that, but we'll give it a good go. Still getting 30 science per turn on the trade routes. I mean, it's not as much as it used to be, but I'm only 30 techs behind Babylon now. Oh, for you, says -8. It's fine. You can take -8. I'm going to get +6. Actually, it's going to go from -3 to +6 once the city decides that it is happy. So we like that. Like that a lot. There you go. Look at that. So it's now loyal. We're actually not getting as much pop from cities anymore, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll make do. Is this the most Ursa thing you've seen in a long time? Buying a coal power plant before I get a granary in a city? Yeah, that's definitely an Ursa thing. 110 production from this city, though. Ooh, I built districts fast. I like it. Oh, that's brutal. Babylon just lost an entire 23 pop city with a spaceport that was doing its project to Auckland. That is brutal. I think they're at war with them, so I don't know if Auckland is going to survive this, but that is hilarious. I love it. Oh, that is unfortunate for you, Babylon. I will be smiling all the way home there. I mean, yeah, admittedly, one of my trade routes is just deactivated from that, but still, I don't care. That is wonderful. Oh my god, this is so frustrating though. Babylon, would you please stop leaving your units? I physically can't get anywhere. I've got 7 movement and I can't skip through you. What is the problem? What is the problem? Come on, I can get through that. Fine, I'll wait. Oh, thank God, we've been released. Quick, send the settler out. We're going to go straight to Iceland. I think I'm going to make use of the Hicksunk Dracones bonus and settle over in Europe. Probably in Britannia as well. Get as many 4-pop cities down as I can before I have to do anything else. Oh, come on. You're doing this deliberately now. An encampment right on the only road through this area. Oh, it's just... Babylon know what they're doing. I swear they know what they're doing. It is an absolutely deliberate wind-up. Annoyingly, Babylon did get the Earth satellite out before the city was lost, so it's not a total waste for them, but I mean, they're already on satellites. This is going to be really difficult to win. I have no out here. And by out, I mean sort of feasible and realistic victory condition that I can follow through on. No idea. Absolutely no idea. I think diplomacy is still probably the best option I've got. And I mean, I'm nowhere near it. Unless I just go science. Just go mad science and just see if we can cruise up on Babylon. They're always going to be about 10 to 15 techs ahead of me. So we can probably get up to them. I mean, I guess if I go science, then I could take an army over and try and conquer some of Babylonian land. It's really tough though. But they could give me spaceports. That's the thing. They're building them everywhere. Look, there's one in a city right by me. I think population, loyalty, all of this stuff. Rock bands? You know what? Rock bands isn't a bad idea either. I might be able to get Auckland on side here and stop them from fighting Babylon. No, but I mean, they've got a huge army. I think Auckland is going to be an absolutely useful tool, a component to use against Babylon at some point. Let's not forget them at all. Oh, yes. Here we go. Almost on Iceland now. I want to work all these towers, by the way. I want to settle multiple cities on Iceland. Don't worry, I'm thinking about it. I'm making sure that we can. I can put another city on that tile there, or maybe even the geothermal fissure. I was trying to avoid putting anything on that tundra. I'd put the city centre on the tundra because it'd be better actually. But putting that city there means that I then have the option to settle there and there. It's not the perfect setup, but it'll do. 4 cities on Iceland gives me a lot more potential. Just to give you an impression of what we're up against here, I've been looking around Babylon and having a look at their armies. They have tank armies and they have machine gun armies. So they have the strongest ranged attack in the game apart from a missile cruiser armada. So I think it's at 112, something like that. And they have units of at least 102 strength base, 106 with the deity bonuses and more if they have things like diplo visibility and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, they're pretty scary. It just puts it in perspective. When we go to war, biplanes or fighters at the very minimum are going to be needed to shred their troops. So advanced flight. Yeah, definitely advanced flight. I'm just taking a quick little pit stop into printing, and then we're going to go towards chemistry. I think I have made my mind up. We're going to try and go for a scientific approach here. Iceland, and then also into Scandinavia, which is a lot of space up this way. A lot of mountains, a lot of geothermal fissures. Saph's maps are often very, very scientific-rific, which of course is a proper term. I reckon science is going to be the easiest one to go for here. Oh, there's such crazy tiles, but look, that already, +6 campus on that one. So these are the sort of tiles we're going to be looking for here. But here is my first Icelandic city. Bit of era score as well, which is a good thing because I very much need era score. So Magnus, you've done a great job in my capital, but I need you over. I'm also going to now move Pingala to my capital, start setting that up nicely. Seeing as I've got Auckland on side as well, I'm very tempted to focus on using the naval tiles a little bit. So the harbours are probably a good idea here, although a commercial hub is often a good option. But yeah, no, harbour tiles, let's make sure these are working nicely for me. So let's go to this. Beautiful. We'll wait 5 turns. I'll be able to start printing settlers from the city. 1,280 gold? It's nothing. Oh my lord, look at that. Anyone get anything from this? No one likes Zulu. That's the main thing that we need to learn from that. I really think this city is very, very prone to being blown up. I'm not looking forward to seeing this all get removed. But hey, the production in this city is going to be pretty awesome. I need this as a base. We're going to settle out. The more cities we have, the more Renaissance wars we have, the more diplomatic favor we have. All spirals in a positive way. It's amazing how good some of these tiles are. Oh, yeah, it is amazing. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten this tile. It's a very good tile. I saw it. I'm just waiting to build up this city slowly. Oh yeah, look at that. I can trade all the way with Babylon from Iceland. Nice. Okay, that'll help get that city off the ground. My first Renaissance wall is up. Look at that. Perfect. 2 extra diplomatic favor. It's looking good. Look at that tile. 7 food, 6 production, 1 science, 2 culture. That's crazy yield. Oh, I love it. I got just told off thinking about my future in space too much. Looking at this. I'm second last on tech. I don't think I'm a person to be shouting about on that one. Babylon is 62 techs. I'm on 34. So we're now within 28 of them. We are beginning to catch up. But if I have a look at midway through, 42 techs is what Arabia's on. 43 for Ottomans. We're on 34. So we're now within 9 techs of the sort of middle of the pack. Getting good zones, good culture per turn. But we are still very far behind. But these trade routes are working wonders for us. And actually, we just got another trade route capacity as well on top of that. I'm just about to plonk down 2 routes. All of my routes are going to Babylon, literally Babylon's capital. I get the best yields, lots of gold, extra food, extra production in all the cities that I'm sending them from. But as you can see, really good roads as well through my empire, just helping me navigate later on. What are we on now? 299 science per turn. Yeah, that's good. We're also 13 turns away from, 13 turns into the age request, and Japan's only put 3 projects down. That is reassuring. I was worried we were going to be barking up a very difficult tree here, but I think we could send gold and win those 2 diplomatic points. Yeah, diplomatic victory is definitely the way. It's the only route I can see right now. Why do I think that 15 pop is not something to celebrate on this map? Which is the city with the most pop? Can we see it? Auckland, the city-state. The 8th best city in the world. Has Babylon made peace of it yet? No. I'm really worried that Auckland is going to get killed, but I hope it won't. It's a really good ally. Really keeping Babylon, in check. I mean, their machine guns are ridiculous. 1 more settlement on the continent of Iceland. Yes. Even with its own luxuries as well. Oh, perfect. I actually have run out of luxuries. No. I managed to stay ecstatic in every single city just by trading with the AI. That's one thing about, being put into the game so late. AI had improved all their luxuries, so I could just buy up, 13, 14 individual ones, make everyone happy. Look, I'm still able to do it. It's perfect. This works for me. Starting to settle, though. Yay! I keep changing my mind as to whether or not I'm producing the aid projects or saving the gold, but I think the gold at the moment is good for settlers, so we're going to take advantage of the fact that we've still got 25 turns minimum of Hicksunk Draconas. Yeah, I'm going to settle all over. I'm going to see if I can get a little settlement on Scandinavia now. Oh yeah, really pumping these settlers out now. Is the letter in the game? The letter is in the game. It's not very well protected as well. I don't really have a huge amount of faith per turn, but this would be a fun way of putting walls up. Chinguetti is also in the game. I could double up on those two. Thing is, a lot of my trade routes go from my capital, and whilst I don't have a religion myself, I do have a dominant religion, and it's been given to me, and I've got 14 pops. So if I get Chinguetti, it'd be 14 faith per turn on trader, and then I'd be able to turn that into Valletta walls, which is quite fun. All of my alliances have just changed. This is an opportunity. Babylon, I still can't go to war with them, so there's no point trying to sort of front up to them. So I'm actually going to offer them an alliance now. Go for a research alliance. I'm going to steal their research, but now I can get Vissel banking in. Every single one of my trade routes is going to them. That'll provide me with an infinite glut of food and production. Trading in Vissel banking now. Yeah, I couldn't resist it. I think this is going to be too good for my capital at the very least. Yeah, everything's growing now. Everything's growing now. Population is key, and I really need to catch up on that 45 pop. We're nowhere near the AI on population. This builder is very annoying. That is ruining my entire setup. I need you to move, please. I'm going to give you access to my borders. Just please, can you move your builder out of there? Thank you so much. I mean, it could move before, so I have no idea what it's doing, but I think it's just going to wait and be the most annoying thing it can. Oh, look at all these settlers go out. I've got a few locations in Scandinavia I've got in my mind at the moment. Poland is in a heroic age, so I've got to watch for loyalty. We can pack our cities together a little bit to give ourselves a nice population glut. I always love this city that Babylon has. Hit. It's like it wants it to be hit. It's like, you know what to do. Strike me down. Oh no, the Cree have colonialism. They really have learnt too much. Too much. Stop it, native conquest. Oh no, we're going to put all that stuff back. We don't like that at all. Right, faith. You gotta have faith. We know we gotta have faith. I don't need Kabul. Hang on. Put one envoy in Kabul just to get the era score there. That's what Amani was originally for. Right. Now, go to Chinguetti. We're going to take this city-state over. It's going to be a great thing. I always see this, by the way. In most videos I do this, there's always a comment saying, Ursa, you know you can't settle within 3 tiles of another city. Well, just remember, every single time, if there is total water separation between the two cities, there is 1 less tile that you need between cities. So it's 3, not 4. You see? It's allowing me to settle that. Even though the pins say I can't, it just means the mod's not clever enough to pick up on the fact that I can. That's all that is. Zulu really is, it's really annoying a lot of people there. Luckily, I didn't get involved in that emergency, but yeah, it's definitely the world is starting to turn on people. Japan is stepping up their aid contribution here, but I am just producing the odd project to sort of whittle them down. I'm not worried about them getting too far ahead at this moment. One thing I do want to try and build though is Statue of Liberty. Is it still available? It is. I'm going to get very lucky. Undeservedly lucky, to put it another way. Found one result. It's being built by Portugal in a very small city, but it is being built. Okay, I need to rush this through now. 4 diplomacy points would mean that I go from 4 to 8. Then I get 10 from aid requests. Yeah, there's stuff we can do here to help, but it's going to be a push. This may ruin my happiness ever so slightly, but there's one city on another continent, and there is another. Oh, yes. Both of them, they may be starving. Ignore the fact that they're starving. I'm sure it's fine. I need to just focus on gold production and that sort of thing for a little bit. Triangular trade, let's put that in. I don't need diplomatic league for a little bit. Let's go Republican legacy. I want to just keep as many of my cities happy as possible. We're right on the edge of keeping them happy. Alas, I think I've bought the world's luxuries. 17 copies is about what we can get out of this world. Yeah, never mind. Water parks. Yeah, water parks, that's fine. Let's just make sure that everyone is splish-ploshing. That'll work. Let's get a bit more culture from Pengala, up to 165 to 187 now. Yeah, we're doing good. Mainly trade routes still. Mainly trade routes. And our advantage is whittling down as we begin to catch Babylon up. They're still on 64 techs, I'm on 39. So yeah, we are catching up, but it's beginning to be less effective. So I'm having to actually try and get my own economy going, which is a strange thought. Get your own yields, Ryan. Oh, dear. Oh, this city's flipping. Ah, alas. Poland's getting more loyalty. They're going to steal all these German cities. Kind of hoped I might pick up one. Maybe if Poland gets a Dark Age, I can steal some of their stuff. That'd be fun. You know that really small city I said was not going to be building the Statue of Liberty fast? I did just realise that it's got a shipyard, worked coal, and an industrial zone with 5 production. So, and is that an encampment as well? No, it's not, luckily. But yeah, that might be a little better than we maybe thought. Oh dear, I've got Statue of Liberty now being worked. It's going to take 38 turns, which, as we all know, is far too much. But maybe I can get that accelerated somehow. In the meantime, my capital is just whipping through an entertainment complex so that I can get a good zoo in on everyone. Then I think this city down to the south is going to put a water park in. That should have everyone factored in and in range of a lot of stuff. We'll do the same thing on Iceland in a bit. Just want to keep everyone ecstatic. I need all the production I can get if I'm going to build that Statue of Liberty. On the Shah race, you can see that I am getting points, but I'm not catching up with anybody yet. So I need to get some more engineering points if that's going to work. The invention card is doing good for us, but it's not doing everything. Every turn I'm just snooping on this wonder. How quickly is it being built? There's 2 little struts where I think the legs are going to be. That's about it for now. We're looking for a wonder that barely moves, or if it does move, it very, very slowly. If it doesn't move, it built a little bit there, didn't it? Yeah, it's not crazy fast in the animation. It didn't move very much, but it is actively being built. Dear, oh dear. Let's go 10% extra production in that city, as well as wonders get 15% production, so that's 25% extra now. So that's taken a bunch of turns off this. We're going to chop that wood out. That would be quite helpful. And let's get a shipyard, which is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4 more production in the city. So we've just taken quite a few turns off that. It's still a long way to build. And you never know. Might be able to just sort of push this through. Just need a builder now. 1 more builder. Oh, no, watermill will give me 1 production for now. Can't be spending all of my gold, but this does help. 2 more envoys. This is going to hugely boost my faith output. Watch this. I've gone from 18 faith per turn to 90. Oh, if I can get Valletta now, that will be the ultimate combo. We can start getting these walls up as soon as we can. Alright, we have a bit of a difficult choice now. We've got 568 favour and the first Congress is in session with a diplomatic victory outcome. I didn't have enough time to get the most favour here, but I reckon by the next Congress we will. If I just leave this briefly, you can see how many people haven't put all their favour in. It's basically no one. Everyone has gone for full favour here. It means people have voted hard. I imagine they'll have voted hard on diplomatic victory. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the person who's likely to win. Ludwig, I believe. Definitely the most favour out of everyone there. So we're going to pick them, and I'm going to throw like a non-expensive amount of diplo favour that's going to tip the balance. 4 votes in their favour should easily tip that balance. The rest of this, I'm hoping the AI isn't going to vote for much. Now, they often vote to ban great people. I'm going to, I'll definitely join the World's Fair. That's fine. They normally ban people. I'm going to ban admirals and hope that we can outvote everybody on this. And we're also going to say yes to spies, and we're going to neutralize governors more. Actually, no, we're going to disrupt rocketry and hope that the AI does that on Babylon, which they may do. And then I throw the rest of my favor at these. Now, I'm hoping the AI will only put 1 vote on each of those because they're going to get so hooked up into diplomatic victory. I don't know if this is going to work though. The fact that I haven't got much diplo favor is encouraging, so maybe we've got away with this. What I'm hoping though is that we can go for the next Congress. No admirals, disrupt rocketry, Ludwig. Now, how close were we on Ludwig? I think everyone just voted for themselves, right? Ludwig only put 9 votes on themselves. Oh, Japan would have actually ended up winning that, so we tipped the scale. That's useful. Disrupt rocketry. Yep, everybody voted once. Oh, 147 votes on this one. Oh, we just got lucky that Admiral was passed. Yeah, there we go. Okay, right, so we picked up 3 extra favour from that Congress. We're now on 7. Joint first with Ludwig. Excellent. The problem is the game is unlikely to stretch long enough to us to have enough Congresses to win this, but we will try. Next priority, just get as much favour as possible. We're up to 25 per turn. I will keep increasing that. Yes, there we go. Look, Spaceport is pillaged. Babylon got hit by a spy. As long as we can keep this in the World Congress, disrupt rocketry, we should rely on the fact that the AI is likely to just send a bunch of spies towards Babylon. They're clearly the leader. Not just in tech, but also in score. 1,326 score. That's pretty impressive. Look at me just creeping up though. 581. Yeah, me and the elite starters all in a little pack there. Mayans, Cree, Mapuche, Incans, all together, but we are now catching up with the world. Look how much success Zulu's had though. Absolutely huge. They have massively pushed into Scythia, into Greece, down into Russia. Yeah, they've done good. Replaceable parts, that is really good for my capital because we have a lot of synced up farms here. Oh yeah, the framework is being built now. Look at that, and we compare that to my one. I'm still building the outer shell. I've got 2 chops. Each chop is worth 172 production, which is about 350 total. That'll put me to about halfway. So we're still getting there. We're still getting there. I'm going to chop this one out now. There we go. Look, now we're building the framework. Oh, yeah, we're not far behind now. I'll put the mine down on that. I'll bring the builder over and then I'll chop. I don't really want to leave the chopped woods for any longer than I have to because it does reduce production on that tile. Actually, there's 2 chops on that tile. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay. Yeah. You know what? That's fine. We've got more chops. We should be able to get this wonder out, I think. 3 envoys, which means I can put all 3 into Valletta. I got rid of Diplo League. Very unlike me, I know. But Valletta means I can now use this 800 faith to put some more walls up, like in this city. Renaissance walls. Bam. Another 2 Diplo favor. This is good. 2 turns. 2 turns, and we are 2,400 gold behind on the aid request. I'm going to turn that to 2,200 next turn. I should have enough gold. We should be able to just about scrape these 2 points. It's going to be really close. Every time I see Wu Ziqian's China color, it's so bright pink. I love it. It's that, but it's pink and yellow. It's the double combo that I just keep coming back to as being brilliant. Statue of Liberty check. There's definitely a torso being built now. It's not good. What am I doing? Less of a torso, but still a bit of a torso. Right, but we're ready for a double chop now next turn. How's my aid request going? That's more important. Oh, we're 2,000 gold behind now. And I have 2,200. Right, I'm going to give 2,400 gold to Rome. I think that should be enough to win me the point, but it's going to be really close. The best bit is Japan has started polluting. So they're actually giving, they've got -3 to their amount, which means that I don't have to put quite as much onto Rome, which is wonderful. Where is Rome? Oh, wait, it's right in Italy. Whoops. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 2,400 gold. I'm hoping that'll be enough to win this. I'm going to have to check in next turn, though, and see if that's still correct, because it could well try and do me over there, but we'll see. Oh, nope. Okay, everything's starting to flood. Iceland may have a problem here. I don't think any of my land around here, though, will flood too far inland, but yeah, that's not ideal for a city that's supposed to be high on production right now. Never mind. Oh, that's close. That's close. I'm not going to take the risk. I'm absolutely not taking the risk. I'm going to give Rome another 400 gold. It's probably overkill, but if Japan steals these points from me, it's one of the few victory conditions I have left that'll disappear. I don't like it. Let's just have a quick check up. We can see, oh, the legs are starting to get bronzed. Okay, that's a pretty impressive tan creeping up there, but what we can do is we can do a little chop of our own. Oh, it looks like we're pretty close, actually. Bam. Oh, we may actually have just overtaken with that chop. It's going to be close by 7 turns. Oh, all right, let's chopping this deer. Let's see if this makes a bit of a difference as well. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're right up to the head and arm now. Perfect, 3 turns. This should be fine. There we go. I didn't need to give the last 200 gold, but 2 victory points and 100 Diplo favor. Oh, we're up to 300 now. The only problem with this at the moment, it is a minor problem, but I'm getting 33 per turn. That means over the next 24 turns, I should get about 750 favor, something like that, which would put me on about 1,050. I'm not going to have the most. Macedon and Japan are still absolutely eating into that Diplo favor, so maybe I'm going to have to start building this. I really don't want to, or buying it out. It's a weird thing to think about, but maybe I will. Alright, we're going to take no risks. I've only got 1 turn left on my Statue of Liberty, and I don't think we're at risk of it being completed, but I'm going to chop it out anyway. 4 diplomatic victory points. It puts me on the perfect 13. Now, you might be asking, why is 13 perfect? Well, when you get to the end stages of the game, you can win 5 per every World Congress vote, effectively. There are 3 things you vote on, each one of them gives you +1, and one of those gives you +2 extra. So there's 5 points available. If the AI thinks that you can win diplomatically in that Congress, it will vote against you. It becomes harder. On 13 points, however, well, we can't win on the next Congress, which means we won't get voted against, which means I have the option and possibility to get all the way to 18 points, which puts me within range of another aid request, the civic and the tech that give me 1 diplomatic point each. It's really, really good. The other thing I need to think about now is we've got 23 turns until the next World Congress. I am generating 33 favor per turn. I'm going to have well over 1,000, but we're not going to have the most. I need to guarantee that I have the most. So my economy, all 400 gold per turn, is going to have to do that disgusting thing I hate doing because it's always such a waste of money to do it. It's way easy to get your own diplomatic favor, but I'm going to have to start offering to buy diplomatic favor, although I've just realized I've just gone above 10. Once you go above 10, the AI doesn't sell it to you anymore. Oh, I was just looking at this before buying the Statue of Liberty or finishing it off. I should have bought a load. Okay, we're by ourselves now. Fine. It don't matter. It don't matter. We will instead just make sure that we can get ourselves as much homegrown diplo favor as possible. Right, I'm gonna get myself an entertainment complex on Iceland. Actually, is that what I want to do? I've already got that. Faith. Weirdly, faith per turn. Suddenly very, very important, as are the trade routes, because all of that is going to give me a lot more faith per turn, and the letter is going to get me these walls up. Oh, fine. You know what? Let's get this +6 campus. I will never say no to glorious stuff like that, and we're going to go along the top of the tech tree now to computers, because I need these walls, these flood barriers. The world is flooding, and it's flooding fast. Babylon in particular. Zulu. There's a lot of people generating a lot of carbon. We need to protect ourselves quickly. I no longer need skyscrapers. We've done all we need there. Colonial taxes is not giving me enough. Visselbanken is a good card. Triangular trade and Raj. Again, it's just about building our points up, doing as much as we can here. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this fast enough, though. That's the problem. Babylon is right up to smart materials now, so they are in the end game. This is going to be really, really close. I am impressed with how much we've caught up. Like, the fact that I'm now starting to rush up the science tree, even though yeah, look at this, we've gone all the way up to almost mid-pack now, 43. Zulu's on 50 techs there in second. I'm 7 behind that. Yeah, Babylon is just flying this game. This is one thing I've noticed about the historic era start mod. One civ every time goes nuts. It's different every time, but one just goes nuts. It's amazing to see. Well, the best thing I can do is just keep popping out these traders. Nice high population capital. Oh my god, is it the era ending already? Oh, we are nowhere near a golden age right now. How much do we need to get? 265. We need 22 era score. I can get an airport and I could possibly get myself a single plane. That would be worth 3 era score, but we're going to have to be hunting for a lot right now. So stuff that I haven't done. I haven't got myself an armada, an army. I haven't got myself a corps or a fleet or anything like that. We haven't got ourselves any of the strategics, including iron, horses, niter, fully promoted governors. There's a lot of things that we could do, actually, looking at this. Tier 3 government, we might be able to rush through to that. Have we unlocked tunnels? I think we have unlocked mountain tunnels now, haven't we? I haven't got myself an encampment. Yeah, okay, right. An encampment is going to be really, really handy. Yep, sorry, university, you are a good pick, but I don't need you right now. I'm just holding on for Amundsen Scott. There is a possibility of putting it in my capital. I've had this the entire game. It's been very tempting, but an encampment on this snow tile would work well. Then we can put a railroad down. Then we can get ourselves a mountain tunnel. That will be 2 loads of points. If I can get Magnus another promotion, I can buy a lot of units with no resources, which is quite handy. Unfortunately, I haven't got one very soon. Government Plaza. I need to chop some stuff up. There's a lot of competing interests here. I think I can get a chunk of era score, at least to avoid a dark age. That, at the very least, would be quite handy. Okay, first step is to go through getting some strategics, and I'm gonna start buying myself a couple of troops here and there to start just knocking off the easy ones. Corsa, 800 gold. It's expensive, but it's an era score. We're gonna start going through things like this. I could levy city-states as well. That wouldn't be a bad idea. That sort of little bonus era score is very, very nice. Oh, we like to see that sort of stuff. Here is a knight. That's my first unit with iron. Next up, I'm going to get myself a frigate. That'll be my first boat and my first with niter. So that'll be a double whammy. Capital's doing well now. There is a barracks. There is an armory. Military engineer will be done in 2 turns. Next turn, I'll be able to buy in the encampment, the military academy. That's worth points itself. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davos Cavalex, Skeptical Bear, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennis, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!